Welcome! My goodness, it has been so long. Anyway, so much to talk about. Not going to do it all right now because 14 minutes. 14 minutes until we are on a race with our PDQ teammates. Yeah, so much has changed. So much has not been going on in the time that I've been away. So much should have been going on but hasn't. Anyway, long story, tell you soon about that. But yeah, do you know what? I've got a banging headache. Anyway, we're back into race on Zwift. We're still carrying an injury to our hamstring. But we're starting to come out the other side of that, which is great. But of course, we have lost a lot of fitness. Actually, not of course, because you don't know the story. Anyway, quick summary. We last raced in June, the qualifier for the UCI Worlds. We didn't qualify because we had injured our hamstring. We still raced, we gave it a go, but we're outside the time limit for qualifying for Glasgow, or actually Perth as it turned out, the finals were in. And yeah, ever since then we haven't been training. We have done occasional rides, but you know, on our yearly Strava target, we're something like 4,000 or 3,000 kilometers behind schedule. Yeah, 3,000. So yeah, we haven't been training, we haven't been riding. We've done the occasional ride, but nothing like, you know, nothing to what we should be doing. Because of that, all of our metrics have gone boom, through the floor. I think our current figure in Training Peaks, our CTL, is something like 15, which is the lowest I think I've ever seen it. But anyway, ZRL is fast approaching, and we're going to race with the PDQ Walk Crashers, which is the C category group. Tonight is just a little sort of warm up. It's Team Italy and Frenchy fusion race. We're doing 5 laps of the fan flats. So Richmond on the cobbles, but all the flat bits. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. Not expecting a huge amount. This is just a little bit of fun. Get the stream up and running again. Make sure that we've got all the right software still. And yeah, anyway, 11 minutes to go. My head's pounding. I need to jump on the bike and start to warm the legs up. Yeah, let's cut to the race. Okay, let's get ready to go. That crept up on us. I didn't know we all went together. There's some of the C's trying to jump on with the ones above. I really dislike racing mixed pains. slight hill here. Look at that. We're still on the lead in, and we've almost used up all our battery. We're gonna have to back off big time. Okay, so we've done 5.6k. This is now completely settled in. There's a group of 8. The front is like 41 seconds ahead. So we're doing 5 laps. They're going to lap us. The group behind currently is only 6 seconds. We've just been joined by a very big group. We're now up to 22. back around to the hardest part of the circuit, the drag up. Of course, this is also the start of the run-in. It's quite a long run-in, mind, but start of the run-in to the finish. So if you want to be in it at the end, you're going to have to squeeze on here. Make sure you don't lose any ground, which everyone's dropping their power-ups. Makes it kind of difficult. We're coming round to start. Lap 4. There we go. Just moving the fan in a little bit. Getting a much better draft now. Intensity has dropped down to 0.9. TSS is just about to nudge into 50. You see up the top there, normalized power 204. But more importantly, our battery, WBAL, our balance, is back up to 19.7. However, if you've watched the channel before, and I know a long time since I've been on, but if you've watched it before, you'll know that that figure, which essentially works in the same manner as the Xert MPA, just because it's high doesn't necessarily mean that I've got a good finish left in the legs, because they're already fatigued. And just because we've been doing less watts than threshold, so therefore the battery is replenished, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can hit the top power when we need to. What it usually means is there will be some power, but it'll deplete very quickly.
got all those feathers. Ah! Just that tiny little bit, and we're down under 17 already. We've still got a lot to go. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. $4K to go. Right, let's see how many power ups go here. There's one. There's another. And another. That means the other ones have probably got an arrow. Lisa's dropped. She might get back on. Age used his power up, and I'm done. There's not going to be a PDQ winner from this group. Final kilometre. fastest on the sprint. 1 second slower.
Okay, so it is the next again day. Last night was a lot of fun. There is, do you know, I cannot explain how much of an extra boost it gives you when you're riding with teammates, and especially last night, because I've not raced with the PDQ guys for quite some time. Unlike last year, I've never been down to Newport to the velodrome to do training with Jason this year. I've not been down to any races in that area. So yeah, I've not really had much contact with PDQ riders. Chris McDonald, we did go and support because he was riding in the Para World Championships in Glasgow. So we saw him on the track get 4th on the individual pursuit, and we went down to Dumfries for the TT. But yeah, other than that, we haven't really had much contact with the PDQ guys. Now, what made last night special was, one, we haven't raced for quite some time with the PDQ team, or some of them, but also the PDQ kit is now in game. It's so nice to race in your own kit. We used to ride just in the basic 3, which is the black and yellow stripe kit within Zwift, but now we have our own PDQ kit. So it's really nice to race and see other teammates, clearly your teammates, because they're the only one wearing that jersey. But yeah, last night honestly, my legs felt like I'd put them through the absolute ringer. Anyway, let's have a quick peek at some of the stats from last night. So 49 minutes we were on the bike for, all told. 30 kilometres or so on Zwift. TSS there, 76, and more importantly, the intensity factor of 0.9. Yeah, I mean, it was up at 1.2 before we had to really back off. Absolutely hate mass starts. The fast boys that have got that 5-minute power that can then hang on to the front, and the front just stretches and stretches, and then of course it cools down and they're sitting in the draft just like we're sitting in the draft, you know. But yeah, I mean, look, heart rate through the roof in the last 90 days. As I said at the top of the video, for a number of reasons we haven't really been training properly since June. So yeah, in the last 90 days, I mean, that's our 3rd highest 5-second power, our 3rd highest 5-second heart rate, 5-minute heart rate, 1-minute heart rate, 20-minute. Do you know what I mean? It just shows that we have not been training at all. 183 beats per minute. Like, I mean, normally my maximum would be at like 178, so that just shows that we are really out of shape. And if we look at our, I'm going to put this like that, training plan, because we haven't really been training, we should be, according to our training plan, had we been following it, right? We should be at 41 fitness. We're not. We're at 19. 19. ZRL starts in 2 weeks, where we should have been at 51. We're not going to be at 51. So yeah, ZRL this year is going to be very interesting. Certainly round 1 is going to be super interesting. The plan, as I said, get back into racing, get back into the streaming, get back into the videos, take you back on that journey with me. I hope you're going to join me for it. I appreciate those that have subscribed to the channel and have hung around, because there's been 0 content, but I'm making a promise to you, and I'm making a promise to myself. This is me getting back into it. I can't say how often we're going to be making videos, but certainly during the winter months, the ZRL season, we will be streaming our races live, and hopefully making some little video content around those races. But certainly we'll be streaming live again. So that's a start. But yeah, thank you for hanging around. If you've just come across the channel and you're new, or just come across the videos, think about hitting the subscribe button, because I really do appreciate you hitting that button to show your support. You can also hit that thumbs up button and leave a like, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do. It's your choice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed getting back on the bike and making this content, because making the content gets me involved in getting on the bike. But yeah, lastly, big kudos to the PDQ guys. It's great fun last night. Adrian, Lisa and Sai. So the 4 of us all in CCAT. How do we end these again? It's been so long. With that being said, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Ride on. Zoom.